Nation's Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Green Day does roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call. Banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. Pray grow real, grow Grenada. Heart of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe.
It's Agriculture Thursday. It's a beautiful Thursday morning on the outside, May 7th, 7:31 a.m. Special good morning to each and every one of you, and my deepest apologies for my late arrival. It was just one of those mornings where I tried to get out of the house on time. Unfortunately, we know when we make plans, sometimes it doesn't go how we intend for it. Now, before we begin, let us just give God thanks and praise for the day. Heavenly Father, we come before you this morning, Lord Jesus, thanking you for this beautiful Thursday morning, thanking you for life, health, and strength. Thanking you, Lord, for allowing us to live to see another day and allowing us to make a difference today. Father God, as we go about our day, I pray for positivity, productivity, Lord Jesus. I pray that you would bless each and every one of our listeners. Pray that you bless this entire nation, Lord Jesus. In your holy and precious name I pray. Amen. This morning, guys, joining me, we have JD, and of course, I think I'm going to be the technical operator, and he is going to give us some words. I believe that he should be having a guest with him at 8 a.m. this morning. So at 8, we would join that guest and they would have a discussion. Good morning to you, JD.
Good morning, Abby.
How are you?
Good, Carl.
Good. So Agriculture Thursday, I know you said you have your guest.
Expecting a guest this morning at 8.
Okay.
She was on before, but so she wanted to come back. Well, she has a lot of information, so
okay.
we're going to bring her on. I tried to get her on at 8 o'clock this morning.
Okay.
Because she had other engagements. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. Before we proceed, let me just provide you guys with the weather update for today. The weather is generally fair today, becoming partly cloudy during the afternoon with brief light to moderate showers. Maximum temperature is expected to be at 31.5 degrees Celsius. Winds will be east and northeasterly to east southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas are moderate with waves up to 6 feet in open waters. Low tide will be at 1:30 p.m. today, and high tide is anticipated for 7:30 p.m. tonight. Just to repeat, the weather for today is generally fair, becoming partly cloudy during the afternoon with brief light to moderate showers. Just some housekeeping matters for you guys. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we would be right back with you guys this morning for Agriculture Thursday.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Angel's Beauty Salon and Barbershop, Bruce Street Mall, St. George's, your one-stop destination for all things beauty. Hair services, relaxes, waves, treatments, braids, cornrows, natural hairstyles, locks and lock installation, wig installation, nail services, acrylic nails, gel nails, pedicures, and more. Call or WhatsApp us today, 1473-403-4421 to book your appointment today.
Fast Pay, a new and easy way to pay. Fast Pay, Fast Pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
Fast Pay, 2 minutes and you're on your way. Fast Pay, Fast Pay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
There is a difference between shopping and shopping well. For nearly 45 years, Calico has understood that difference. Because great shopping is not just about shelves, it's about standards. A place that feels safe, comfortable, and easy to enjoy. At Calico, quality is not hoped for, it is expected. More than a supermarket, Calico is your wholesale partner, your source for dependable hardware, quality appliances, and everyday household essentials. Families trust the name, businesses rely on the consistency, communities recognize the standard. And the best part? Value that is always practical, prices that are always fair, and deals that are always waiting for you. Because shopping should never feel uncertain, it should feel assured. This is confidence, this is a legacy, this is Calico. Calico, your one-stop shop.
The new Granville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
Attention all nutmeg growers. The Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association advises that in accordance with sections 25 and 27 of the Nutmeg Industry Ordinance, the biannual statutory general meeting will be held on Thursday, May 28, 2026 at the GCNA Beaulieu Complex, commencing at 9 a.m. In preparation for this meeting, area meetings will be held in all parishes starting at 3 p.m. In St. Andrew on Tuesday, May 5th at the Granville Curing Station. St. David, your turn will be on Wednesday, May 6th at the Bellevue Community Center. Then the meeting move on to St. Mark on Thursday, May 7th at the Victoria Receiving Station and St. Patrick on Tuesday, May 12th at the Marley Receiving Station. St. George meeting will be held on Wednesday, May 13th at the George Brazen House of Nutmeg in Beaulieu. And the final meeting will be held in St. John on Thursday, May 14th at the Guelph Processing Station. The agenda for the general meeting includes adoption of the agenda, minutes of the previous meeting, matters arising, reports of the Nutmeg Board, unaudited financial statements for the period ending December 31st, 2025, election of 6 board members, and general business. All growers are required to attend the parish meeting and must present their nutmeg producer identification card for verification of membership. Growers are reminded that they are registered in the parish where their lands are situated.
I eating at Scorpions then, I drinking at Scorpions then, I chilling at Scorpions then, together at Scorpions then.
from today. Rouge grow real, grow Grenada. Part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, agri proud and wise. On 91.9, real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe.
And we are back, guys. It's Agriculture Thursday, this beautiful, beautiful Thursday morning. And I always say I trust that each and every one of you, you had a restful night and you are prepared to take on whatever the day may bring and take it on with, of course, positivity and not negativity. So I'll hand you over to JD, and he is going to provide some information for you guys.
Yeah. Good morning, listeners. We are expecting a guest this morning, and the topic would be backyard gardening. Because in these days and age where we are now, I think it is beneficial for us to, each and everybody should get back to backyard gardening, plant something for themselves, because the situation in the world is not good, and it will not get better. There will be a shortage of food, the prices will increase. So I would certainly advise, and I've been doing that before, to home owners to start planting something at the backyard, at the home. I normally would say the home gardening, which will be beneficial both to your household and to your physical health. So once the guest comes on, we'll give you in-depth information as to the methods, the means, the ways of doing backyard gardening. But there's a lot of benefits out of doing backyard gardening. It enriches the activity that offers numerous benefits for individuals, families, and communities. It grows beyond simple growing plants. It encompasses physical health, mental well-being, environmental sustainability, and social connections. So your physical health, it can improve your physical fitness, you can get better nutrition, it enhances the immune system. For mental health, backyard gardening or home gardening helps to reduce stress and improves one's mood. There can be sustainable practices from like social benefits, community engagement, family bonding. Home gardening has financial benefits. It could be cost savings and home value enhancement. And there are some practical steps that we should take in doing when you are going to do backyard gardening. Like you plan your garden, you prepare your soil, you plant and maintain it, you look at pest and disease management. And if you go through all of that, in the end, then you start to harvest and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Because under the backyard gardening, for fitness and health benefits, it says it helps burn calories, it can tone your muscle, and it can help with your cardiovascular health. Better nutrition, it ensures fresh and readily available supply of nutritious produce, higher nutrient levels, and organic and pesticide-free produce. For mental health benefits, gardening is a natural stress reliever. The act of nurturing plants and spending time in a green, tranquil environment helps reduce stress and anxiety levels. It improves mood. Engaging with nature and gardening can significantly enhance mood and emotional well-being. The pleasure of a thriving garden contributes to a positive outlook. It can also be sustainable by doing composting, water conservation, and organic farming. How does it help in the community with community engagement? It brings people together, social interaction, cooperation, and collectively responsibility. It brings financial benefits. It can reduce your grocery bills, and you can be self-sufficient. Some of the things you must do is plan your garden, access your space, you choose your plants, you design your layout, your soil preparation, amend soil. You can do composting, manure, and organic matter. You can also do mulching, planting and maintenance. You plant, in planting you look at your space, your depth. You must water consistently, especially in the dry periods. And you must also do weeding. You have pest and disease management, where you can use organic solution, but you must always monitor your plants. Harvesting and enjoying the timing and peak period of ripeness. And if you have an extra, you can preserve it. And one of the great benefits some people like to do this is sharing. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we'll discuss this and more once the guest comes on.
When the guest comes.
All right,
in,
we're
yeah.
gonna take a quick break, guys, and of course we have the program from the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union up next. So stick with us, and we'll be right back.
In Grenada, we supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings, and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk behind tillers, organic, and...
Hello and welcome to Did You Know, a 5-minute feature from the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union. I am your presenter, Oslin Crosby. On this week's program, we share the remarks made by the Inland Revenue Department's representative, Mr. Randy Cadet. The forum brought together more than just financial minds and institution representatives. Also present were students at the island's Lone College and University, as the credit union seeks to build a new generation of entrepreneurs guided by tenets of building sustainable businesses. To many, tax is a sore topic, but we cannot avoid our legal responsibility to the state as it aids in the overall development of the country. Mr. Randy Cadet, Deputy Controller at the Inland Revenue Department, brought a powerful reminder masked through poetry.
I'm telling you, I have no fear that I am happy today to be here. When I look, I like what I see. Some new taxpayers for the IRD. I'm telling you, yes, I want you to know that our private sector, it must grow. The fact that you're here, I think it is good. It shows that our future is understood.
Addressing the elephant in the room, Cadet spoke to the feelings most instantly felt once they see the tax officer, but also spoke of changing the narrative.
Usually, when entrepreneurs see us, they think of deductions, audits, and deadlines. March 31st is soon approaching. You see us as a tax collector in the Bible, the ones that society dislike, the ones that come to take away from you. But today, I want to ask you to look at us differently. I'm not here just to talk about taxes. I'm here to talk about your legacy. We are gathered here to discuss the journey from hustle to enterprise. In Grenada, we know the hustle. It's in our DNA. It's part of our culture. It forms part of our underdeveloped economy. The hustle is the roadside vendor selling barbecue and fried chicken on a Saturday afternoon. The hustle is the electrician moving from house to house, fixing wiring on the weekend. The hustle is a seamstress taking after-hours orders for graduations and sports. The hustle is a man with a bag on his back with a weed eater in hand going to cut somebody's yard. But a hustle is a transaction. An enterprise is a structure. Let me repeat that. A hustle is a transaction. An enterprise is a structure.
Speaking from experience, Cadet relayed bad business practices that stops the successful transition from hustle to enterprise.
And from where I sit at the IRD, we look at the financial health of thousands of Grenadian businesses. We see a common reason why promising hustles fail to become sustainable enterprises. It is not a lack of skill and it's not a lack of passion. It is a failure to formalize. Let me tell you what the IRD sees when we look at businesses. When you operate in the informal sector, the cash-only model and do you want a receipt model, you are building your house on sand. It feels good for you because the overheads, the expenses seem low. But the moment you decide to grow, the moment you decide to make investments, the moment you decide to get assistance, the sand shifts. How do you get a loan from Grenville Credit Union to buy a second truck if you cannot show 2 years of verified financial statements? How do you win the government contract or that Spice Mass permission if you cannot produce a tax compliance certificate? How do you secure a retirement if you have not done prudent management with your revenue? It will be difficult. You will remain locked out of opportunities because you will remain a hustle.
We are due now for a break. More when we return.
The new Grenville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
Welcome back. If you are just joining us on this week's program, we are sharing the Inland Revenues Department's representative remarks at the GCCU's 3rd annual Business Smart Forum. Cadets share the IRD's goal for every business, not just for tax obligations, but for the country's economy.
From the perspective of the IRD, we want you to become enterprises. We want you to hire more staff. We want you to export bona fide Grenadian goods and authentic Grenadian services. We want you to build equity because when you do, Grenada wins. IRD collects the revenue, and so do you. I know there is a perception that the IRD is just here to take, and to take again. But let's reframe that. When you register your businesses at KIPO, when you file your income tax and your annual stamp tax and your VAT submission on time, you are not just declaring that which you earn and that which you should pay. You are buying credibility. You are buying respect. And you are promoting your patriotism.
And that's it for this week. I am your presenter, Jocelyn Crosby. Grenville Credit Union, your financial institution who values our membership and strives to provide exceptional customer service.
The new Grenville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in color. colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Look no further than the Chameleon Design Studios, the creative powerhouse behind Key Central and dozens of standout brands across Grenada and beyond. From web designs, animations, and motion graphics to custom video productions, we bring your visions to life with unmatched efficiency and professionalism. Need a logo? Logo design starts at just $1,500, and our starter pack includes brochures, call cards, and letterheads. Whether you're launching a new business, revamping your identity, or telling your story visually, Chameleon Design Studios is the new face of designs. Call us now at 1473-422-8601 or scan that QR code. Follow us on Instagram at chameleon_473. Let's communicate. Call us today.
Flow makes your next phone upgrade easy. Add postpaid to your internet plan and score a Samsung Galaxy for as low as $30 a month. It's the smartest way to an interest-free premium phone upgrade. Don't let anything stand between you and that new phone feeling. Step into your upgrade with confidence. Visit us in store and sign up today. We keep your rhythm flowing. Terms and conditions apply.
Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada. Part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite. Real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. We grow real, grow Grenada. Part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, agri proud and wise.
It is Agriculture Thursday, and we are back, guys. And joining us in studio, we also have Dalton. Good morning to you, Dalton.
Pleasant good morning to you and the listening public.
All right. So, guys, we know that at 8, JD was supposed to have a guest. Unfortunately, she had some setbacks, so she's not able to join us, but he would go ahead and discuss some tips and tricks as it relates to backyard gardening.
Yeah, as said before, home gardening boosts food security by providing direct access to fresh, nutrient-dense produce, reducing reliance on external food support, and lowering household food expenditures. It is a sustainable source of food that can thrive in small spaces. It increases economic savings. Growing food at home reduces household expenditures on groceries, particularly food, fruits, and vegetables. And you can also do herbs, which is very important in the household. And growing your home garden, you have tastier foods. Home gardening increases creativity and inspiration. Positively improves participants' mental well-being, which I spoke about a little before, and encouraging players to acquire new knowledge while learning more about gardening. It gives you a sense of joy. And as we said, sharing is one of the good things when you have your home garden or your backyard garden. It's an act of kindness, and it connects people together. Sharing produce with friends, neighbors, or colleagues allow for happiness. You could share plants, they could share even in the production. Tending a garden fosters mindfulness, routine, and deep sense when connected with the natural world. It limits exposure to harmful chemicals, minimizing food waste, making most of your local space, of your local garden space. Children helps to develop right habits and grow well. Can benefit by teaching and being patient, responsibility, and importance of hard work. And in cases where you have excess, children can do selling. And in these days where you have climate change, you have political instability, you have global pandemics, and having all underscored the fragility of our current food systems. Having a reliable source of fresh food is no longer just a lifestyle, it's a choice. It is the safeguard against uncertainty. Home garden provides a buffer of safety net and of self-reliance when the future feels unpredictable. Growing your own food is no longer just about sustainability, it's about empowerment. In planting a seed, you plant, there's hope, resilience, and a better way forward. Whether you are tending a small container or herbs or managing a full kitchen garden, you are participating in a great revelation, one that allows us to grow together. Home gardens can ensure a consistently year-round a seasonal supply of food, reducing the vulnerability of market price spikes or food shortage. In times of economic hardship or emergencies, home garden act as a crucial direct safety net for families to secure their food needs. It will help with environmental and educational benefits. Home garden encourages organic practices, improves soil health, and educate children and adults on healthy habits and environmental sustainability. And there are different ways we could do it. Like one of the guests we had before from Jamaica, you don't have to have much lands, but you could plant in containers. There are a number of ways. you could do a backyard, a home garden. So I think this now is the time that we should pay quite a lot of attention to doing a home garden, a backyard gardening. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What are some of the plants that you would like recommend for persons as it relates to backyard gardening?
Well, you could start with the herbs like sage, thyme, basil. Yeah, start doing some herbs, and then you can go on to like lettuce, tomato, a little cucumber. Basically, the basic needs for the home. You could start with that. Once you have a little space, you could start that.
Okay.
But most people will start with some lettuce, some pak choi. But you could do intercropping. You could plant. They could do some sage. You could do some thyme. Together and.
Okay. Anything to add in Dalton as it relates to like backyard gardening also?
Yeah, well, backyard gardening to me is very vital. I grew up doing it as a kid. And yes, seasoning is the most important thing that you would first try to plant. So when you're cooking, you just run in the backyard. Take a branch of this, take a branch of that, And as Grenadian, we use a lot of saffron in our cooking as well. So, you have saffron in the backyard. So those are the key things, shadow benny, and tomatoes, tomatoes, cabbage. I know we used to plant a lot of cabbage home, the beetroot, all these things we plant in backyard. It is very, very important so that you get something healthy directly from your home growing. And I remember when I planted my first corn, and after it blossomed, every day I would go and shake it, and my mom would say, "Daughter, what's wrong with you? Stop shaking the tree." And after the air was a huge air, but when we opened it, only one seed was on that stalk. And she said, as a result of you always going and shake the corn, with excitement. So you start kids from doing those
because
things.
With the corn, that's what pollinates the flower. Yeah, that's what pollinates the cob.
Yeah.
So unless you see, a lot of people don't know. I mean, I didn't even know that. You plant your corn and you think, but then after you say, well, how do you call it? The other word is grain.
Yeah, grain. Yeah, end up making a grain corn.
one grain here, one grain there.
Shake off all the pollen.
The pollination very, 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 very important for the pollination to get a good air corn. And this is where bees has a lot to do with agriculture.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you don't have to have a lot. If with turmeric and ginger, these are things that we should be using every day.
Yeah.
Very beneficial. And when you have it,
it's a spice. So spice. We should be spicing up our meal every time.
And when you have it in the backyard, you don't have to go and take out a whole amount, just a little bit, when it's needed, and so, because if you're doing all along, I remember a little boy, you're doing all along, you run in the backyard and to get some turmeric.
But no, we have ruku, so you could use ruku as well.
Well, not much people know about it. That's the next thing. Not people.
What is ruku? now I'm interested.
Ruku. We also call it anato.
Anato, yeah.
It's an indigenous spice.
Yeah.
It's a lot of our spices imported, but ruku or anato, it's an indigenous spice of Grenada. The indigenous culture would have used it for coloring.
Yeah.
Both in and it is today. Science have shown that it is one of the best natural coloring for food. And matter of fact, one of the first counterfeit that was in recorded history when the European came, they used that same anato and colored a cheese. There was a very expensive cheese in Europe at the time in the 14th century. It naturally had that orange color based on the location and the grass and the microbes that was in that particular area. And when the European came and they realized they could have used the anato to get the same color like that cheese that was naturally done by nature, they started using the annatto to counterfeit the cheese. So annatto have a great history, and it is a very important, and it is very high in vitamin E. So, those are things that we eat healthy, We're using the turmeric in our dish, especially to extract the curcumin from our diet.
Right.
Using those things that we grow in our backyard is really a healthy meal.
Very healthy, yeah.
It is very encouraging that we train our children to practice backyard gardening. And you never know, in the future they will fall in love with it and become a true farmer.
No, when the time comes. Well, going back to the annatto, that was used with carnival time with the wild Indians.
Yeah.
When they to color their costume. It is also used in lipstick.
Yeah.
Yeah, use that in lipstick. And so I think the last thing I think even the leaf is good too.
Everything about the annatto is good.
It's good, yeah. It's I don't know. It's based in a pod.
Yeah.
The pod is like furry. It's a furry pod.
Mm-hmm.
To get the seed is what is important. And if you touch the seed, then your hands are to stain.
Yeah, that's when it's green.
Green, yeah. I mean, yeah, when it's
green, it would immediately stain your hand. When it's dry, you need to grind it and make it into a powder. Yeah.
It's a big thing in Trinidad. Well, even Jamaica, no, there's a guy in Jamaica who has a whole farm of annatto.
Okay.
Yeah, in Trinidad, there's a way you could do it. When it doesn't last long on the tree, so you preserve it with just salt. Yeah, and you keep it there. You keep it in your kitchen. So when you're stewing meat, you don't have to put color in. You just put some of that annatto liquid in the meat, and you get a nice rich color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As I say, annatto is one of the most important food coloring, natural food coloring.
Yeah.
Away from the petrochemicals, annatto is one of the best. And it's vitamin E. It's very rich in vitamin E, so it's a very, very powerful plant in terms of its.
There is not much around
phytochemicals and its benefits.
There's not much of that around in the area. I'm not sure, but when I do see it, I will gather it and preserve it.
I have a few trees.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
So is it like one color?
Yeah. Orange, yeah.
It's orange.
Yeah.
It's orange. Okay. Okay.
The orange.
It appears to be red sometimes. Like if you take it and you put it on your skin, it appears to be red. But if you process it and use it for cooking, it will comes out orange.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's
bright orange.
What was the name we used to call it before? Not annatto.
Roku?
Not even roku. There's another name.
Yeah.
They used to call it. But the scientific name is annatto. Yeah. But there's another name we used to.
And when it's on the tree, the redness on the tree before it dries, it's really beautiful.
Yeah, right.
It's
like a flower. Yeah, it looks like a flower, and it bears in like a cluster.
Yeah, a lot of clusters.
Then it will dry.
Yeah.
But strangely, you hardly see when the seeds fall on the ground. You hardly see young plants.
No, I find they catch very easy.
Yeah. Okay.
By me, they catch very easy. I have a few plants.
Okay. We have a caller on the line. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Bella, good morning. And how are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, you talked about this thing at and we had the tree, right?
You're breaking up a little bit. I'm having a very hard time hearing you. Hello? Yeah, I'm having a really, really hard time hearing that caller. Was it? I think she was calling to speak about the same annatto.
Okay.
Because when they play like the wild Indians, when they take what they used to take and pong it up to make the skirt.
It's I can't remember the. You have a name that a traditional name.
Right.
It's like a cactus.
Right, that leaf that long.
Yeah, it's a long cactus.
Leaf-like.
Yeah, it's a plant in the cactus family. There's a local tradition name. I've seen the plant now, but the name cannot come to memory.
So when they pong it becomes white.
Yeah.
So they will dip that now in the annatto solution, and it gives them that color.
That red color.
That red color.
But they use it to make your hair.
Yeah.
And naturally, that same plant, the fiber could actually use to make hair extension.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
A lot of things you take for granted. That we take a lot of things for granted, and it's when we get down to the root of those things, it's amazing as to the benefits of those things.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of things.
I think we have the caller back. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
The name of what you are talking about there, we used to call it Mokoriko.
Mokoriko.
Well, that could be another.
I didn't hear the question.
Oh,
No,
she
she
said
didn't.
the name that they used to call it, it used to be called Mokoriko.
Mokoriko. Oh, okay. Mokoriko, Mokoriko is something that he puts up. Yeah.
Color, I guess.
Yeah, so I think the relationship, because you'd use that to put on like soles and things.
I had it right in my yard here in Abela.
Okay.
Right here. And it go in cluster.
Right.
And it's red. And when it's right,
Okay.
you grate your coconut and you mix something. You don't have saffron. You can do the right thing with the mokoriko. And when it dries, so many seeds, so many, when it starts to rise, you staying at a distance and you're watching that red thing. And I know it's right in my yard here.
You still have it?
But we lost the tree.
Okay.
So many, by cutting, we lost it. We had one on the roadside and one up in the yard here. And you have a blessed day.
You too.
All right, you too.
Good care.
All right, we have another caller. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. The real name for the thing is lapit.
Lapit.
Oh, for the Indian. Wild, for the wild Indian.
What's the name?
Lapit.
Lapit, yes, lapit. Yeah, lapit.
When you put the lapit and then you get it.
Right, they get
Okay,
it.
lapit.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
The female caller who called before, she reminds me of she have a voice like Miss Jacob, Yeah. What about Miss Jacob, by the way? I haven't heard.
We haven't heard from Miss Jacob in a while, but that lady that called, that is Miss Mona.
Okay.
She is in Montreach. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
By the way, there's a tree up in Montreach. I think that's where I see the biggest tree, right by the road, by a guy. So when I need it, I had to go and see if he has. Up in you have to go inside. You have to get inside up there.
Anato?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a massive tree there.
Okay.
Right by his house, right by the road.
But I have a lot.
You have a lot?
Yeah, currently I have a lot of fruits.
You have they ready for?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I need to pick them before the rain starts falling.
you have to do that, yeah. I must get some of that. I need to get some because
Dalton has a lot of good stuff around him.
Because you take it now, you just put it in some warm water,
and
let it just stay and rest for a while with some salt, and that's it. You just strain it and bottle it, and you have a top class coloring for your food.
Yeah.
If you're doing rice, you do because there's a bottle and there's a brand they bring from the States. And it has that in it. It has the annatto.
Yeah, as I say, they use it as a natural color.
Natural coloring for food. Yeah.
So is that like its only benefit, like just the coloring, or are there other benefits that?
There would be other benefits.
There is a lot of benefits. As I tell you, it's based on the science now, showing it is the vitamin E is one of the most potent vitamin E.
Okay.
And it helps with inflammatory, it helps with your skin, there is a range of benefit from the plant based on the phytochemicals that it possesses.
Okay.
You know?
But other than putting it in like your food for coloring, and so if you want to utilize it for the other benefits, how do you think we should go about that?
Maybe in capsules, and you find most appropriate way in you applying it for human consumption, so you could get best benefits, best results. That's a whole industry and a whole investigation by itself, Although we stick to the traditional way and the traditional use, but the plant has that range of potential, looking at those phytochemicals that it possesses.
All right.
Minerals.
Okay. So we'll take a quick break, guys, and we will be right back with our discussion this morning for Agriculture Thursday.
Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Benjoon Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture.
For 40 years, Answer Coatings Grenada has been part of your story. More than paint, it's pride and care in every drop. As the proud manufacturers of Sissons and Berger paint, we've protected your homes and communities for generations. Answer Coatings Grenada Limited, 40 years strong, 40 years trusted. A legacy in every drop.
Splodgers, it's that time again. Get ready to celebrate in fine style as Big 4 Promotion presents the ultimate day into night brunch experience. Splodge on Sunday, May 10th, going down at Swayze Inn, Batway Road in St. Patrick. A celebration of mothers. Get ready for live entertainment by Sakina and the Alpha One Band. Music by Vika, Just Gus, DJ Brass, John Boy, Bomb Squad, and DJ Dylan. And your tickets are just $120. Food inclusive. Get them online at gotofed.com. In St. Patrick, Calico, Supreme Cuts in River Sally, Jimmy Bones Bar in Montreach, St. Andrew's Pharmacy, and Soul's Nails Bar. And in St. George, contact Nats on 410-3299 for table packages. Call or message 537-7697 to reserve. It's more than an event. It's a celebration of mothers. A celebration of life. Get ready to splurge. The ultimate day into night brunch experience. Sunday, May 10th, Swayze Inn, Batway Road in St. Patrick. Sponsored by Go to Fest, Campari, Level 10 Auto, Souls Decor, and Vika Sound. Now this is the event everyone is talking about. A Mother's Love 3.0 going down on Saturday, May 9th at the Arena Nightclub, Plains in St. Patrick. And ladies, this year we're treating you extra special. It's $500 cash for the eldest and youngest mother with ID, a 4-burner stove, appliances, groceries, dinner for 2, hair and nail do, ladies gift basket, a day pass for 2, and much more. Those open from 9 p.m. So get there early. And your admission only $20. It's a Mother's Love 3.0 at the Arena Nightclub, Saturday, May 9th. A Mother's Love sponsored by Coca-Cola, We FM, Boss FM, Top FM, Shandy Carib, Seaview, Calico, Latouche Interior, Jimmy Bones Bar, Chucky's Bar, Dwayne's Grocery and Bar, Saucy Classy Nails, Bacon, Top Gear, Wooden Boy, Valley Breeze Hotel, Beauty Supply, The Braid Queen, Hotline Family, Six Chain, Bogozo Barbershop, Dr. Metro, Jab Jab Cruise, Kimberly, Is 95th Restaurant, Fresh Loaf Bakery, and Shine, the colorful brunch.
Fast pay, a new and easy way to pay. Fast pay, fast pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
Fast pay, 2 minutes and you're on your way. Fast pay, fast pay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
The new Grenville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
Attention all nutmeg growers. The Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association advises that in accordance with sections 25 and 27 of the Nutmeg Industry Ordinance, the biannual statutory general meeting will be held on Thursday, May 28, 2026 at the GCNA Beaulieu Complex, commencing at 9 a.m. In preparation for this meeting, area meetings will be held in all parishes starting at 3 p.m. In St. Andrew on Tuesday, May 5th at the Grenville Curing Station. St. David, your turn will be on Wednesday, May 6th at the Bellevue Community Center. Then the meeting move on to St. Mark on Thursday, May 7th at the Victoria Receiving Station and St. Patrick on Tuesday, May 12th at the Marley Receiving Station. St. George meeting will be held on Wednesday, May 13th at the George Brazen House of Nutmeg in Beaulieu. And the final meeting will be held in St. John on Thursday, May 14th at the Guelph Processing Station. The agenda for the general meeting includes adoption of the agenda, minutes of the previous meeting, matters arising, reports of the Nutmeg Board, unaudited financial statements for the period ending December 31st, 2025, election of 6 board members, and general business. All growers are required to attend the parish meeting and must present their nutmeg producer identification card for verification of membership. Growers are reminded that they are registered in the parish where their lands are situated.
This is Real Expressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we're growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. Great grow real, grow Grenada. Hearts of
Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Ben Jones Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture.
For 40 years, Answer Coatings Grenada has been part of your story. More than paint, it's pride and care in every drop. As the proud manufacturers of Sissons and Berger paint, we've protected your homes and communities for generations. Answer Coatings Grenada Limited, 40 years strong, 40 years trusted. A legacy in every drop.
Splodgers, it's that time again. Get ready to celebrate in fine style as Big 4 Promotion presents the ultimate day into night brunch experience. Splodge on Sunday, May 10th, going down at Swayze Inn, Batway Road in St. Patrick. A celebration of mothers. Get ready for live entertainment by Sakina and the Alpha One Band. Music by Vika, Just Gus, DJ Brass, John Boy, Bomb Squad, and DJ Dylan. And your tickets are just $120. Food inclusive. Get them online at gotofed.com. In St. Patrick, Calico, Supreme Cuts in River Sally, Jimmy Bones Bar in Montreach, St. Andrew's Pharmacy, and Soul's Nails Bar. And in St. George, contact Nats on 410-3299. For table packages, call or message 537-7697 to reserve. It's more than an event. It's a celebration of mothers. A celebration of life. Get ready to splurge. The ultimate day into night brunch experience. Sunday, May 10th, Swayze Inn, Batway Road in St. Patrick. Sponsored by Go to Fest, Campari, Level 10 Auto, Souls Decor, and Vika Sound. Now this is the event everyone is talking about. A Mother's Love 3.0 going down on Saturday, May 9th at the Arena Nightclub, Plains in St. Patrick. And ladies, this year we're treating you extra special. It's $500 cash for the eldest and youngest mother with ID, a 4-burner stove, appliances, grocery, dinner for 2, hair and nail do, ladies gift basket, a day pass for 2, and much more. Doors open from 9 p.m. So get there early. And your admission only $20. It's a Mother's Love 3.0 at the Arena Nightclub, Saturday, May 9th. A Mother's Love, sponsored by Coca-Cola, We FM, Boss FM, Top FM, Shandy Carib, Seaview, Calico, Latouche Interior, Jimmy Bones Bar, Chucky's Bar, Wayne's Grocery and Bar, Saucy Classy Nails, Bacon, Top Gear, Widden Boy, Valley Breeze Hotel, Beauty Supply, The Braid Queen, Hotline Family, 6 Chain, Bogozo Barbershop, Dr. Metro, Jab Jab Cruise, Kimberly, Is 95th Restaurant, Fresh Loaf Bakery, and Shine, the colorful brunch.
This is Real Expressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we're growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call. Banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. Pray grow real, grow Grenada. Hearts of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, I we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe.
And we are back, guys. And sometime last week, well, not sometime, but last week, Thursday, we started speaking about the cohoba plant. Oh, and I have a report. It was good.
Yeah.
There wasn't any pain, just very little cramping. But in terms of the pain that I normally would experience, that wasn't there. So I have positive feedback to give. So what I did, I drank it up until last days, and I said, you know what, I'm going to save the bit I have for the next time around. So every time it comes around, I'm going to drink it. And I did it twice.
Okay.
I saved it. So I did the teaspoon in the morning with the hot water, and I left it, and then when I came back in the afternoon, right before I went to bed, I drank it again.
And as I told you, don't throw it away. You could still put it in a bottle, put some rum in it, and you make a tincture. So you could use it for your cough and cold, mix it with honey and lime or any citrus, basically.
Okay, so
and I giving away my my that remedy because that is the only person that has the code. But it's I've been up to yesterday. I would have met a lady that purchased a package a long time ago, and she gave me her wonderful experience.
Yeah.
And I have to drop back 2 packages for her.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
I think if I'm a bit more consistent with it, then it may help with the back pains that I normally experience, because I didn't have as much back pains as I normally would as well. So that's another observation.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's another
Thanks
feedback.
very much.
On that product, how do you market it? How is it marketed?
I haven't really started commercialized marketing. I continue to allow the word of mouth to because I'm doing research as well, you know, and until I want to officially launch it in December on the 10th, and from there I would start doing mass commercial. Yeah.
Remember, I think we had spoke earlier about the tower. Did you get in touch with them?
No, I didn't.
I think they have something coming up, you know, with some tea. Yeah, check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a few. Well, the lady responsible for agro processing, she would have sent me a few requests to attend a few events, which I hopefully will be attending.
But check the tower. The tower has a good following.
Okay.
The tower. I don't have the tower in St. Paul's.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a very good following as well. You could check with them.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. So we're going to continue our conversation, and I did mention that we're going to go a bit into marijuana this Thursday. But first, as it relates to the cohoba and marijuana, I think my first question would be, is cohoba the same plant as marijuana, a related species, or something else entirely? How do you basically distinguish between the two botanically?
Cohoba is leguminous, so it's totally different to marijuana. And you know, sometimes I say a legume is a vine, but cohoba is one of those leguminous tree, basically. And the phytochemicals in cohoba is totally different to the phytochemicals in marijuana. And cohoba possesses multiple psychedelic compounds, 4 major psychedelic compounds, and the brain receptors is different to the marijuana. Marijuana is basically THC or cannabinoids, which has its own receptor as well in the brain. And so the plants differentiate in the growing conditions, it's the marijuana. The cohoba also is a leguminous plant which takes nitrogen from the atmosphere and convert it into the soil for its use and other production of other phytochemicals. So the 2 plants are totally different. While marijuana could be considered a shrub, the cohoba could consider a tree, a hardwood, and it produces a very hard wood as well. So you could use it for furniture and other uses, basically.
Okay. Now, do you think that the traditional use of cohoba in Grenada influenced how people now view marijuana culturally as well as medicinally?
The traditional use of cohoba was being erased in our memory, collective memory. So, few people would know about it unless if you study in anthropology or archaeology in the historical context. Marijuana, which was introduced in the 1700s, as they say, it's part of that new culture, and it was in our daily use basically until it was prohibited. So it's in our recent memory of culture, and it's one of the most, after it became prohibited, it is one of the most used illicit plants throughout the entire world, And whilst cohoba remained unknown because it was practically, the effort was made to eradicate it. So those are the two differences. Cohoba would have went through hundreds of years of persecution. Marijuana is in recent time being through persecution as well. And now, with the changes in laws, look, the prohibition on psychedelics has been lifted, and they see the importance for medicine. So now cohoba comes back on the table. And same thing too with marijuana. It is now looked at for medicine. So the prohibition now is being lifted, and in certain quarters. Look, the same time they would have lifted the prohibition on the psychedelics, they also reschedule marijuana, from that dangerous drug. So it becomes now very important. A lot of the obstacles in terms of banking and transfers of funds as it relates to marijuana, those new regulations for marijuana would ease those problems. So it would now be a very, very, very good thing for the industry and the growers and the users as a whole, basically. So, it's the step in a lot of right directions as it relates to both of the plants. And the Caribbean could now market cohoba. And if the trend with the psychedelics, we talk about Rogaine and other psychedelic plants, mainly the main source prior to, they would have used mimosa to extract DMT from. And when I look at those compounds in the cohoba compared to the other psychedelic compounds and the relationship, I think we have a superior product, so a lot of marketing would be in play to make sure that premium. And then that same word of mouth in terms of the benefit that people been enjoying, it's good testimony. And that is why I want to build that base of testimony. I don't make not much commercialization. Everybody that called me, they say somebody told them about it, and this one told me about it, and
word of mouth marketing is one of the top class you'd have in marketing. Word of mouth.
So when I roll out those testimonies, it will be wonderful.
Yes.
It's really exciting. And the first testimony I have is with my daughter. So, it was like magic, miracle, basically. And one of my slogans is "Taste the magic" for the cohoba. So, experiencing those magical moments is really wonderful.
All right. We have a caller on the line. Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
I want us to spend some time on the negative consequences of cohoba. Is it a mind-altering substance? I have heard words associated with psychedelic. What are likely to be the negative consequences of the abuse of the drug? And does it have anything to do with mind-altering behavior?
As the science say, as you refer to the molecules,
Thank you.
yeah. As the science refer to the molecules as God molecules, the same thing that the plant it was prosecuted for. Yeah, psychedelic compounds, the experience, and based on all the user's experience, it is like something tangible. It's a tangible reality, and it is not altered in the state where it becomes illusion. That is the experience how people get from those psychedelic experiences. And that hence the reason why, if you look at a lot of big tech people that do a lot of discovery and a lot of invention, they would have used those same compounds, those psychedelic compounds. Steve Jobs is one of them. And I remember the first cohoba ritual experience, a ceremony experience that I did, the guy was an astrophysicist, and is to hear where they go with the intention and the reasoning, So the negative, yes, the negativity from since back then, that plant is what they would refer to as really the basis of obia, could. So there's a lot of negativity, but the benefits that they see as it relates to brain health and rewiring of your brain and the importance and the benefits is really huge in terms of repairing those dying cells in your brain, and hence the reason why science now is heading, the trend is going into psychedelics for those great benefits that they've been experimenting, and the result has been, really, really astonishing. So those negative, there's a lot of negative trend, and those negative coincide with the prohibition. And now I understand with those relaxed prohibition now, then is a lot of rewriting. I myself study rewriting on the cohoba because from pain to now, it's a lot of if you pull up on the internet, you'll see a lot of negative based on the cohoba, based on those intent of the colonizers and the people that prohibited those functions. It is not addictive. It's not an addictive compound. And one of the main reasons for the prohibition lately on psychedelic, like in the 60s, they would tell you is basically because the use of those compounds really makes you become alert and start reasoning differently, which became dangerous to the state, You don't want too much intelligent people being questioning too much things are wrong, so they had to prohibit the use of psychedelics.
Right.
But now, in over, I think Joe Rogan was saying 80,000 people die every year as a result of suicide and those mental health related issues, and they're seeing that great trend now with the use, with prevention and total culture of the minds for that great health benefit. They have to go that way now for the use. So yes, there is a lot of negativity, but science is showing something totally different now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna shift a little. We're gonna look at marijuana, agriculture, and basically cultivation.
Okay.
So, from an agricultural standpoint, and you guys both can chime in here, how well suited do you think Grenada's climate and soil is for growing of the marijuana and the cannabis?
Grenada stands in an excellent position, but sadly the law limit that position in terms of utilizing the natural species that we have. It's sad, but hopefully that the improvement of the law would be soon and rapid so that farmers and nationals could really benefit from that excellent location and climate and microclimate that we have that could grow excellent marijuana. JD?
Well, the truth is I have not done much about research about marijuana because, and when the first thing when I ask people, what is marijuana? I say marijuana is a herb, and they say, well, no, I say marijuana is a herb. And what they're telling me, I say, listen, marijuana is a herb, but it's somewhere along the line. It's a money making something. And what I realize is that some of the big companies in the outside there, where they see something can make money, they try to get probably the other people out of it, right? And I always ask the question, who was the first person who said, well, this thing, give marijuana the way it has been, I always ask that question. But I've never paid much attention to, as to the growing of it. But it's a big thing. I mean, for what I see now, I see a number of companies, even fertilizer companies, advertising that could, to grow to grow it. So it has to be a big thing. But somewhere along the line, it's been prohibited because of the money making thing behind it.
Well, marijuana has thousands of years of history and archaeological evidence of use. So, apart, as we say, societies and communities, they change a lot of culture and a lot of things and make things good or make things bad based on the economics. Mm-hmm. But marijuana, yes, has a lot of health benefits. As Dr. Anton was talking about last week with the glaucoma, and have scientific evidence to show that it really helps in that aspect, as well as now, I can remember Dr. Thompson in St. Vincent was giving his experience. His clinic in America, he was saying, that deals with a lot of HIV patients, and one of the problem HIV patient has is with the appetite and eating. Mm. And after they start prescribing the marijuana derivative for those patients, then it opens the appetite and they started eating and they start gaining weight, and so there is a lot of gray area prior to the lifting of the prohibition, but now we have a lot of evidence as to how those plants really do benefit, patients and make a better healthy person. So
okay, we have a caller. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's very unfortunate that our people in the medical field, they remain very silent, and the University of the West Indies have not been very aggressive where these things are concerned, because they are perhaps our premier experts in the field. But a number of authorities claim that smoking have negative consequences for your health. And the medium, the via by which we consume marijuana in Grenada is mainly smoking. So our whole trust now in marijuana seems to be for recreational purpose and to facilitate the process of consumption by inhalation, smoking. And that a number of authorities believe have negative consequences. When I was much younger, people talk about meditation, but I don't know if it was more hallucination. And being a man in the wee hours of life, not in the wee, but in the afternoon of life, I've seen so much of my age group that used to consume marijuana. Some believe it was for religious purposes. I have had the opportunity to watch them for 4 or 5 decades. and I'm not impressed that marijuana is helpful. Some of them is even blind. But bearing in mind that the predominant via the medium of consumption has been inhalation by smoking. So now that we make a lot of issues about marijuana, when we have so much information, the trust in Grenada seems to be to facilitate, to encourage, to satisfy those who are consuming marijuana by smoking. I have a little difficulties and hope for more explanation in that area. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, as there is a lot of consequences to method of use. Everything have its pros and its cons. And I think recently the Eastern Caribbean Bank, through Ms. Sibyl and Dr. Guido Marcel here locally, they had a series of discussion as it relates to how you use marijuana totally differently, and it's in culinary arts, and beverages basically, and that's a huge opportunity. Matter of fact, these days those marijuana special dishes is very expensive. It's like eating lobster and steak, specially done. So there is a lot of different method. One of my associate, who is a scientist in the field, has derived now many ways of using marijuana and marijuana extract, totally different, and you will see benefit even faster, and it is not through smoking at all. Yes, smoking is the old method, and you have a lot of problem as it relates to smoking. But now the science has been questioning and finding a lot of alternative, because you're looking at the compounds and how those compounds relate in your bloodstream and how it affects your brain and how it affects the root cause of the problem that you're trying to solve. So those creators and thinkers in the industry continue to find. That is why research is ongoing, and that is the way to go. And we should have open minds as it relates to those importance of those phytochemicals, the important use of those phytochemicals, and how it is best applied, and doesn't relate just to smoking. Marijuana. If we look at medicine basically, and the opioid problems, medicine are opioid based, and hence the reason why the industry is moving to the cannabinoid based medicine, so that all the addictiveness that we go through because of the opioid-based medicine worldwide, with which we don't seem to understand, the replacement will take place regardless of the negative effect and that we could identify with smoking. Medicine is way beyond smoking, and that industry is a huge industry, and they need that alternative, and they will have the alternative. While we pussyfooting with our laws and going, we're not here, we're not there, and the bigger industry know where they're going as it relates to what they want, and as your question earlier on, our location and our lands as it relates to, we have so much a perfect climate in for growing high quality marijuana, and so much a microclimate that even a lot of research now show that a lot of marijuana that was grown under greenhouse condition, and add to this natural sunlight condition, now greenhouse have side effects that, because of that growing condition, now you're seeing new side effects as it relates to those conditions. So we seems to shooting ourselves in the foot by not first going the way that farmers could benefit from that industry in that way, and limit us to just smoking. Basically, the law is just providing for basically smoking. I hope that they would change it and change it fast. The Rastas should really clamor for something better. But let us see what time says. as they say, they're happy to start where they start.
Yes.
St. Vincent is even happier to know that Grenada would not be competing with them for the industry in terms of on the medicinal side. So, yeah.
Okay. We're going to take a break. We're going to take our news at 5 and we'll be right back.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Welcome to the latest update of news as produced by Triple N. We'll have the details when we return.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Hello and welcome back. I am your presenter, Peter Joseph. Grenada's General Hospital is celebrating a proud achievement recertification as a baby-friendly hospital by the Pan American Health Organization. The global designation recognizes the hospital's excellence in maternal and newborn care. It highlights continued efforts to support breastfeeding, encourage those first moments of bonding between mothers and babies, and promote best practices that give every child the strongest start in life. In the region, in Barbados, the Barbados Police Service is strengthening its outreach to young people as part of efforts to address behavioral challenges early. Inspector Roger Babb, who is in charge of the program, is encouraging parents and guardians with young persons facing challenges to reach out so guidance and support can be provided. He said the initiative also works closely with schools. Among the programs is the Youth Elevation Scheme, which offers structured support through mentorship and engagement activities.
Most of the time it is behavioral issues, and we have been in 2025, I think we saw an increase in the numbers over 2024. I don't remember the figures offhand, but we did see a slight increase. And we are going into the schools, working with the principals and guidance counselors, and looking to target those persons who have who presents those challenges, the behavioral challenges, and we try to work with them. At the scheme, we have a youth program called the Youth Elevation Scheme, which deals with behavioral issues, and we work with them every year through different cohorts. We concluded a cohort early this month, and we're going to start one pretty soon again. So, yeah, we find ways to work with the young people that come to us. And they come to us through referrals, sometimes from the school, sometimes from parents, sometimes from community residents. You name it. Once you are involved in some way, you can recommend a person to the scheme, and we will work with them along with probation department.
And in sports, with just days to go before the Grenada Football Association elections, Team Duncan has taken its concerns to the High Court. On Tuesday, May 5th, Team Duncan, led by Roger Duncan and former GFA Technical Director Trevor McIntosh, filed an application for an injunction, citing serious concerns about fairness and integrity in the electoral process. The claimants argue that procedural irregularities and inconsistencies led to their slate being disqualified, effectively denying them a fair chance to contest the elections scheduled for May 9th. At the core of their complaint are alleged breaches of the GFA's electoral code, including shortened timelines, unclear endorsement requirements, and lack of transparency in communication with member clubs. This ends the latest news update as produced by Triple N. Thanking you for joining us.
Triple N. informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Angel's Beauty Salon and Barbershop, Bruce Street Mall, St. George's, your one-stop destination for all things beauty. Hair services, relaxes, waves, treatments, braids, cornrows, natural hairstyles, locks and lock installation, wig installation, nail services, acrylic nails, gel nails, pedicures, and more. Call or WhatsApp us today, 1473-403-4421 to book your appointment today.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
So FastPay, 2 minutes and you're on your way. So FastPay,
Flow is keeping you connected.
There is a difference between shopping and shopping well. For nearly 45 years, Calico has understood that difference. Because great shopping is not just about shelves, it's about standards. A place that feels safe, comfortable, and easy to enjoy. At Calico, quality is not hoped for, it is expected. More than a supermarket, Calico is your wholesale partner, your source for dependable hardware, quality appliances, and everyday household essentials. Families trust the name, businesses rely on the consistency, communities recognize the standard. And the best part? Value that is always practical, prices that are always fair, and deals that are always waiting for you. Because shopping should never feel uncertain, it should feel assured. This is confidence, this is a legacy, this is Calico. Calico, your one-stop shop.
Now this is the event everyone is talking about. A Mother's Love 3.0 going down on Saturday, May 9th at the Arena Nightclub, Plains in St. Patrick. And ladies, this year we're treating you extra special. It's $500 cash for the eldest and youngest mother with ID, a 4-burner stove, appliances, groceries, dinner for 2, hair and nail do, ladies gift basket, a day pass for 2, and much more. Doors open from 9 p.m. So get there early. And your admission only $20. It's a Mother's Love 3.0 at the Arena Nightclub, Saturday, May 9th. A Mother's Love, sponsored by Coca-Cola, We FM, Boss FM, Top FM, Shandy Carib, Seaview, Calico, Latouche Interior, Jimmy Bones Bar, Chucky's Bar, Dwayne's Grocery and Bar, Saucy Classy Nails, Bacon, Top Gear, Win Boy, Valley Breeze Hotel, Beauty Supply, The Braid Queen, Hotline Family, 6 Chain, Bogozo Barbershop, Dr. Metro, Jab Jab Cruise, Kimberly, is 95th Restaurant, Fresh Loaf Bakery, and Shine, the colorful brunch.
The new Granville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. your ears today.
Attention all nutmeg growers. The Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association advises that in accordance with sections 25 and 27 of the Nutmeg Industry Ordinance, the biannual statutory general meeting will be held on Thursday, May 28, 2026 at the GCNA Beaulieu Complex, commencing at 9 a.m. In preparation for this meeting, area meetings will be held in all parishes starting at 3 p.m. In St. Andrew on Tuesday, May 5th at the Granville Curing Station. St. David, your turn will be on Wednesday, May 6th at the Bellevue Community Center. Then the meeting move on to St. Mark on Thursday, May 7th at the Victoria Receiving Station and St. Patrick on Tuesday, May 12th at the Marley Receiving Station. St. George meeting will be held on Wednesday, May 13th at the George Brazen House of Nutmeg in Beaulieu. And the final meeting will be held in St. John on Thursday, May 14th at the Guelph Processing Station. The agenda for the general meeting includes adoption of the agenda, minutes of the previous meeting, matters arising, reports of the Nutmeg Board, unaudited financial statements for the period ending December 31st, 2025, election of 6 board members, and general business. All growers are required to attend the parish meeting and must present their nutmeg producer identification card for verification of membership. Growers are reminded that they are registered in the parish where their lands are situated.
This is Real Expressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call. Banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. Brave, grow real, grow Grenada. Heart of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite. Real
14 minutes gone past the 9 o'clock hour, and of course, you know it's Agriculture Thursday, so we will be here with you up until 10 a.m. And this morning we are speaking marijuana, cannabis, kush. Is kush and marijuana the same thing?
Kush is just one of the strain.
The strains of it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Not strength, strain.
The strains.
Yeah, that is like you know, you have mango. Mango is the general
Okay, so
name,
like
but
you have
tin mango, you
Right.
have starch mango, you have
okay.
turpentine. So Kush is just one of those.
How many strains are you aware of?
Boy, the last a lot. Every day, some guys is coming up with new strains because it's all about patent too. So you develop a strain, develop special characteristic of a particular strain, and you're able to patent it and say that is yours, so you could make money. So selling that particular strain for $40 US per seed, you know. So it's how the people in the industry develop and make their money basically.
Okay.
From the various different strains.
The different strains. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about the legislations that we have here in Grenada as it relates to marijuana. Just for information, you know, for persons who may be wondering, because I know there was something recently passed in Parliament or so.
The decriminalization.
The decriminalization, and so and the various legal requirements and so forth that that was brought forward. Just give us a bit of insight as it relates to that.
to be honest, as it relates to Grenada, I can't give much information. I would do my best. I'm more familiar with St. Vincent because active involved in St. Vincent.
Okay.
But Grenada would have went the decriminalization route, which I would not been supporting totally, but so be it. And with the decriminalization, the marijuana users has up to 50 grams or 56 grams of marijuana. And I think they would have given every household the authority to grow 4 trees. So beyond that, it would be illegal to do anything beyond that. And it engulfs those parameters. So I think you cannot smoke. They would have identified where you could smoke or where you cannot smoke. And I don't think they don't have a licensing program. As they say, it's a start. I would have had a conversation with the lady in the office. She said they're hoping they would start at that and move into the medicinal aspect, another aspect. But I think it's my opinion is that they would have started on the wrong footing, as it relates to actually harnessing the benefit and the economic benefit throughout, but as it relates to the law, that's the way Grenada would have went. Unlike St. Vincent, where St. Vincent went, and understanding, I think, listening to Dr. Gonzalez when he would have initiated that industry, he was there with Obama. He said that Obama advised them, all of the leaders, they was in the Caribbean. I think they was in Panama. They was going to have some regional hemispheric meeting, and they had that discussion. And he understood what Obama was saying, and being a legal mind, he took the information from Obama and he created that industry, because you created an industry where something is illegal based on international laws.
Right.
It is illegal. And so how do you create an industry with something illegal, but you're creating it to fit within that parameter where you would be able to harness the 90%, let's say not 100%, but 90% benefit from that product. And it was a bit crafty. So they went to depenalize. So they could give you a ticket system just like how you ticket a driver for breaking some rules in the regulation. It did penalization in St. Vincent, and they went in a medical way. So you could actually grow marijuana and sell your marijuana and be part of that industry internationally where it's billions of dollars. And on Grenada, we cannot do that. The law limits you, And so in St. Vincent, we went through amnesty, a whole year of amnesty, so people get in tune with the whole process. And then they continue into a lot of foreign companies would have come, invested, purchased license. Then the benefits to the local grower, the license range from $100 to like $2,500. So if he's a traditional grower, somebody that got arrested before for marijuana, you just have to get matter of fact, you being arrested is like a plus for you to get a license for only $100. Unlike somebody who was never involved before, you have a license for $2,500, and then it goes into acreage now. Based on the size of your acre, you have a license as it relates to that, But Grenada limits us to smoking. But the big question here in Grenada, where do we get our supply? If you look at the dynamics of the plant and how it grows, and a home is entitled to a full marijuana tree. That one tree could produce a lot of punks if you want to grow it in that fashion. One tree could provide just a few ounces, So there's a lot of gray area within that same legislation, but maybe in time, once the ministry and the government is committed to the development of that sector, they need to look at those gray area and revamp the law, just like in Jamaica. I think Jamaica recently made some amendments to their legislation as well. It's an ongoing process. But, how fast depends on the people involved in the industry, and they could now identify as to what and how they want to benefit. You know, because even the tourism market, we could take advantage of that huge market, that huge percentage of tourists that come and requires to purchase marijuana legally for the medicine. You know, we could take advantage of that. The current legislation does not allow you to do that. I know in the discussion with Dr. Guido Marcel and Ms. Siebel from ECCB and the other players, as it relates to the culinary, how do a chef that want 10 pounds of marijuana to produce a meal for 10 international guests that come in, how do they fit into that? you know. So yes, there is so much gray area as it relates to the decriminalization. We rush into it, not questioning every aspect of it and what is best. But that is where we are currently. But there is a long way to go. But I think we could get there faster than snail pace if we seriously want to get there.
Okay. Now, there are two main forms of cannabis. Can you go a bit more in depth as it relates to that? I know there is the dried plant material, as well as I believe there's an oil extracted form.
Yeah. But there is, I mean, back then they would say there is two bases, flour and with oil, but now you have, let's say for hemp, for example, you grow marijuana for either THC or CBD. Like the Kush you're talking about, Kush is a high THC, I think it's 30% THC. So if you want THC for flour, the more hemp-like plant material, you extract the CBD, and there's two different. Now they using hemp and make what we call Delta 8 and Delta 9, and based on, just like you're doing fractal distillation, and based on the heat and pressure, you get different material. And now they're taking a legal material, which is like in America where you say hemp is a legal material, unlike the marijuana itself, which produces THC, is a sort of prohibited material. Now you're taking the legal material and you could, through that distillation process, make something totally different in terms of the higher THC and everything. So there is so much now, so much new things happening within the industry. The two basis material, which is oil and dry material, which is flour. The illegal market was basically flour material, which is the dry material. Like if you go to different cultures, let's say Morocco, the Morocco culture is basically hash, where they take the gum from the plant and they make that piece and they turn it into powder and they use it differently. So based on where you come from, the region, you tend to use things differently to a particular culture. As I say, with medicine now, you're going into creating something for a medicinal use. So you would have different methods. So the oil, which is extracted from the material, whether it's a THC oil or a CBD oil, those are used as prescribed by your physician in a particular way. So those are the basis of where and how the compounds or the material is being used.
Okay. What are some of the effects of cannabis?
Well, people say they get high. Yeah, I mean, there is so much thing that, negative or positive effect. On the positive side.
Yeah, let's do positive first, and then
yeah.
we'll move on to what we see as the norm as based on the negatives. So let's look at the positives.
Yeah.
What high you get a big high?
I don't know. I never smoke, and I don't think I'll ever smoke. On the positive side, for asthma, a guy gave me his experience. You see, his mom he had asthma, really terrible, and he could remember that they used the root of the plant and boil it, and the asthma disappeared. There was this doctor, Indian guy, I think Dr. I can't remember pronounce his name of memory now. They did a lot of series on patients that suffer from seizure and show how the marijuana help in those seizure, and that would have also helped to relax the prohibition, because they have so much a positive result with marijuana, and it relates to the seizure effects. Then you have instances for the same glaucoma, and they have instances as it relates to your appetite, with patients with AIDS and the use of marijuana, and how they regain the appetite. And so they have a lot of positive as it relates how marijuana assists in a better health recovery and repairs and those things. Those are the positive that help drive the new wave.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I met a guy once, and he said to me, I think he has a daughter that suffers with asthma.
Yeah.
And every time they had to rush her to the Tomeriba Hospital, and he says, somebody recommended that he should give her marijuana. And since they started, she has great relief.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there must be some health benefits in it.
Yeah, there's I myself, I never smoke marijuana. I never would smoke marijuana. But there's a particular, and then that is how the whole science would evolve, because there's certain strain and certain particularity with marijuana where you could use it as Viagra. A lot of people experience those benefits from particular strain and particular variants of the marijuana for different things. So you have strain that they're now developing that would assist with pain, with chronic diseases, for cancer, and all these things, because the plant in itself is a lab. It produces particular phytochemicals that will deal with particular instances, as it relates to health. So those are the tangible, real benefit as it relates to marijuana.
Okay. What are some of the negatives? The negatives.
So when you smoke, you get high, you get reckless. You shouldn't be operating machinery, because you're in that daze, in that trance. Those are a lot of the negative. They relate smoking of marijuana to a lot of psycho problems, mental health problems.
Right.
See a man have mental problems, say, weed smoke. You get mad because he smoked too much of weed. And that may not be the cause, but those are a lot of the association of marijuana with our social problems here.
Okay, so I'm seeing some as it relates to memory loss and so forth, short-term memory retention.
Yeah.
There's also an increase in heart rate, and if smoked, some of the effects on the lungs are similar to that of tobacco.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you look at the science as it relates to the heart rate, yes, the heart goes up, but it relaxes your blood vessels, so your pressure so you have those small blood vessels because of the heart rate start pumping faster. You'll run into a problem where you have, but it relaxes the muscle in those blood vessels and the pressure goes down basically. So it's not just heart rate increases, but you have to look at the whole complete science as to what would take place, you know.
Okay. All right. There are also some short-term effects if you take it in large doses, and we see some of them are hallucinations, feeling of panic, unconsciousness, restlessness, vomiting, intense anxiety, confusion, redness of the eyes, changes in perception of time, sound, color, distance, and touch.
Yeah, all those are the negatives that mentioned as it relates to the use of marijuana.
Okay. But is it that effect through like the smoking, or if you ingest it in your food as a tea or so in large quantities? Is it only just these effects would be for the smoking aspect, or can they also experience these effects in the teas and so forth?
Those are smoking. I mean, I remember I cook a callaloo soup and I put marijuana in it. And that afternoon was one of my best afternoon I experienced, you know. We played games, we laughed all night. Those effects, they relate to smoking.
To just the smoking. So if you ingest it in large quantities, do you think
possibly you would have, and everybody builds differently. Everything you do, you need to do it in moderation. You know, once you have excessive use, you would have some problem. You know, somehow or the other, you would have some problem. That is why in packaging, you need to package things at specific dosage. You know, use specific colors. You do not package things that would attract children. You know, so excessive use would definitely be some problem. Yeah, and you have some people that they would go to the excess. Like a man will be able to drink 2 beers and get nice. Somebody would drink one and they get nice, you know. It's based on the physiological aspect of you, the particular individual.
In your opinion, how long would you say marijuana lasts in the system?
Clinically, it ranges. I never smoke. I can't say some guys smoke and hold lady high. You know, they put them to sleep. You know, they go in that relaxing mood, and but in the bloodstream, I think off memory, I wonder if it's 2 days or 24 hours. Off memory, I can't remember. I don't want to guess to the exact, but it do last some time in the bloodstream. So I cannot say exactly specific.
How long?
Yeah, how long.
All right, we're gonna take a break, guys, and we'll be back with the conversation as it relates to marijuana.
Yeah.
Later, we supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings, and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations, at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
The new Grenville Credit Union debit card has made online shopping easier than ever. Quick, secure, and hassle-free. Just tap, pay, and shop with confidence. Get yours today.
Step inside. Immerse yourself
Express your style with color by Sissons.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Look no further than the Chameleon Design Studios, the creative powerhouse behind Key Central and dozens of standout brands across Grenada and beyond. From web designs, animations, and motion graphics to custom video productions, we bring your visions to life with unmatched efficiency and professionalism. Need a logo? Logo design starts at just $1,500, and our starter pack includes brochures, call cards, and letterheads. Whether you're launching a new business, revamping your identity, or telling your story visually, Chameleon Design Studios is the new face of designs. Call us now at 1473-422-8601 or scan that QR code. Follow us on Instagram at chameleon_473. Let's communicate. Call us today.
Flow makes your next phone upgrade easy. Add postpaid to your internet plan and score a Samsung Galaxy for as low as $30 a month. It's the smartest way to an interest-free premium phone upgrade. Don't let anything stand between you and that new phone feeling. Step into your upgrade with confidence. Visit us in store and sign up today. We keep your rhythm flowing. Terms and conditions apply.
Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we're growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call. Banana, nutmeg, feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. Great grow real, grow Grenada. Hearts of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite. Real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. Roots grow real, grow Grenada. Heart of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, agri proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe.
And we are back, guys, in keeping with the conversation of marijuana. Ganja, as most people would refer to it. We're gonna, for the next 20 minutes, just discuss a bit of farming and horticulture. You know, I think you're a bit more instrumental as it relates to St. Vincent and so you can speak from a St. Vincent standpoint. But what would you say is the average growing cycle of a cannabis plant from, let's say, seed to harvest?
They have, and again, based on the strain now, and the sunlight, based on the sunlight of this cycle. When we was growing up, we have marijuana growing from 6 months of the year before you get crop. Now you have different varieties that do only 2 months and 3 months, but just like vegetables. So you have a 3 months basic cycle from seed to flower or seed to harvest. But there is 2 months, and there is even shorter life cycle for the marijuana plant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can it be intercropped? Is it something that can be intercropped with other plants such as dasheen, plantains also?
Nah. I mean, if you're growing hemp, like before the legislation, I would have advised Russ, I mean, hey, start planting marijuana in your cocoa field, because, you know, marijuana or hemp is one of the best plants for extracting heavy metals from the soil. So you could intercrop it with your cocoa suffering from heavy metals. You could intercrop it, and that extract the heavy metals in the soil. But when you're growing cannabis for medicine, it's a very strict, you know, the international regulation is high. You know, you don't want not zero pests, and you have to produce a plant that is consistent. So all the it's like a mole making in a factory, making the exact size and shape and texture of everything consistently. So that is how the marijuana plant has to be for medicine. I mean, if you're just growing for recreation, smoking, you don't mind. Every plant is different.
Right.
You know, but in those industry, you have a mother plant where they take every plant from, and that plant have to stay in a vegetative state throughout its life. So if you have that particular strain and you're using that particular strain, you have a mother plant where you have it in veg throughout the life cycle, maybe 3 years and more. Where you're extracting plant from. The lighting has to be consistent. Unlike you're planting in open field, you have 12 hours sunlight, and the ratio of sunlight determines the length of your plant. Just like peas and sorrel. You know, if you sorrel would only flower and bear fruit at a particular time of the year.
Yes.
And peas would do the same thing. When you have short days, you know, just so with marijuana as well. So based on the sunlight, they would, but you have strain now that regardless of what the bears or from seed to flower within the given time. If it's a 2 months time, they're within the given time, or if it's 3 months, within the given time. But again, you could change that physiology with extra lighting. You know, so it all depends on what you're looking for, what you want, how you want it. You know.
Okay. Have you ever heard of any, let's say, pests and diseases pressures that farmers would face as it relates to them planting the cannabis?
Yeah, serious too. One of the companies that are involved with in St. Vincent, they grow marijuana on the eastern side, but the location we have a high level of rainfall, and humidity and moisture is a serious problem as it relates to the marijuana. So when you have so much rain, you have serious problems. So sometimes you lose a whole crop, which values millions of dollars, you know. So yeah, those are the challenges as it relates to location and the number of rainfall and when you plant, you know, those things has to be taken into consideration.
Okay, so what if with the rainfall and stuff, what irrigation and water management practices would you think work best for that issue that they're facing?
Well, drip irrigation, because you don't want too much water falling on the leaves and on the flower, which would create that mold and those fungus and, you know, those problems that do associated with moisture. You want less of that, so drip irrigation is the best, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a difference in cultivation techniques between growing for, let's say, high CBD content versus high THC content?
Yeah, and again, you'll go back to a particular strain, like the sativa, sativa would be more related to CDB, so you'd grow. And sativa is more indigenous or localized marijuana to us, and in time again, like the Rudali strain is, they grow in areas where the sunlight is very limited, so they would mature at a shorter time. So all those strains combine, you produce a plant that are desired for your location, and you'll get, if it's a high THC, so fellas are creating plants that produces high THC, like you have old like Gorilla Glue and all those, the same Kush and all those different plants, they produce 30% of THC and what you call hemp. Well, matter of fact, you could grow a same plant that normally produce high THC. Once you allow it to seed, then because the plant now divert its effort into producing seed, the THC content will drop, and drop significantly. But then there is natural plants that produce low THC. So the more Rastaman before will tell you, the plant that is to grow, men getting insane high. So everybody, the hype is now to get high. So they produce a plant that produces high level of THC. But the indigenous plant basically is not as high as those, and sativas. The sativas strains are those strains that produce moderate, THC at that level.
Okay. Now, like you said, the trend is to get high.
Yeah.
As it relates to our young people, of course, we want everybody to be educated. At what age do you think that conversation should come into play? And do you think that it's something that we should introduce within our school curriculum in terms of agriculture, science, and so? Do you think that's something that should be introduced, even for the Cohoba as well? At what age do you think we can have the conversations, and do you think that it's something that should be brought into our curriculum?
For the development of the industry and the potential economically, yes, our children should get the knowledge of it in school. For the use is a different thing. If you have medical problem and you need the medicine, well, yeah. But the problem, we tend to mix the recreational, which is smoking, with medicine. Medicine is totally a different thing. Recreation, no, recreation should be for adults, basically, But the education and getting into the industry, you need chemists, you need a wide range of people and professions to make this industry a success. So education should be from the tender age. Children should know the importance of the plant and what the plant contains and how that content would benefit you. And if a child will be able to make a decision, but I want to be a chemist because there is that industry, that new industry, and the chemist would be needed. I want to be able to be marketing that product, so I get into marketing, and every aspect of social life, basically, there is an opportunity that you could utilize your ability into that same industry. So education is the key.
Of course. Now, while educating, what do you think that conversation should look like without glamorizing it, without taking the smoking aspect? Because I know most young persons growing up, everybody would know, oh, this person smoking marijuana, they're getting heights and whatever the situation is. But now with us focusing on the different health benefits it has for us from a medicinal perspective, what do you think that conversation should look like now for our young people?
We should really differentiate that recreational and medicine, and how do we get our youths to understand the medicine and the hype. For instance, the Rastas have to play a critical role because the marijuana is the sacrament, and we know the music over the years, the trend and the hype is to have that big spliff on the side of your mouth, and
Yep.
so and that's fashion. How do we change that? What fashion do we want? And it's a social issue. It's a social problem. On one hand, yes, we want us to understand the importance of the plant and its benefit, and how does society accept those, that environment. It is on us to change the new outlook, rebrand and repaint and reculture, basically, and laws alone can't do it, basically. So the Rastas have a very huge task, as to. I know everybody want to burn the spliff anywhere, anyhow, basically. They would compare to a man that's smoking cigarette, and if this person could smoke the cigarette anyhow, anyway, I could smoke my spliff anyhow, anyway.
Yeah.
So those are the pros and the cons in society. But children, the education process for kids on its benefit, on its health benefit, yes, they should know. The recreational side, no, children shouldn't be involved in smoking at all. There is multiple ways. If their child have to use it medicinally, there is multiple ways they could use it without having to introduce them to smoking.
Definitely.
So.
Yeah. Final question, because we're almost out of time. If Grenada gets the go-ahead and we open our eyes a little bit and we start to look at it from a medicinal point of view, and also that is for marijuana, and we also market on your cohoba, where do you see us in the next, let's say, 5-10 years?
We would see those industry becoming our petroleum industry. The demand for those health products and the potential to financially earn huge for us as a country is really, really, way up in the industry. And we have both the heritage, as it relates to cohoba, we have the heritage, strong heritage. And so we have a product that we're not just selling a hype, but we're selling the heritage with the product and its benefit. So it could put us on the top high percentage of the competitors in the world. And that means the farmer would be it would be more benefit for farmers. We could change around the industry. Now you'll see everybody want to get into farming. With the marijuana, and that's on the cohoba side, with the marijuana, some people just want to smoke the marijuana. They don't want to farm it. But those farmers that is dedicated, like in St. Vincent, before they legalized, or not legalized, but before they created the industry, I was practically discouraging some guys, because to me I saw them as prospectors. Every year they would go in the hills and they would plant marijuana, and then they have so much problems thereafter. They have problem with the police, they have problem with thieves, they have, and they waste like a whole year, and I was encouraging them to grow watermelons. And after the industry, they created the industry in St. Vincent. Now I was the one going back to them and say, look, man, I understand those problems, and had the ability in terms of lands. In St. Vincent, the ownership of land is totally different to Grenada. In Grenada, almost everybody owns land. In St. Vincent, is unlikely. Not everybody have lands. There's a lot of government lands, and the mountain, the terrain is different. And one of the requirements for licensing is land,
Right.
And sort of created a organization where I would have afforded everybody an acre of land so they get a license, and we work together in conjunction with a foreign company. So we got knowledge, we got the lands and the license, and work towards development of the industry. Now, in Grenada, we have a better opportunity. When it comes to that aspect of the industry, where we have a lot of lands, as a matter of fact, the lease of lands in St. Vincent went up as it relates to marijuana, almost to the international standard. So those are a lot of benefit that the industry provides, basically. And in Grenada, we have a good agriculture practice, and we have experience from the nutmeg industry. We don't take the bad aspect of it, but we could use a lot of different methods in how we grow and how we develop the industry, as we could benefit from farming and from that billion-dollar industry that the marijuana provides. And now with the relaxing of the scheduling of marijuana, it even provides a greater opportunity for that aspect of the industry.
Right.
So we shouldn't see it just as something to smoke and just as recreation, but as an industry where it could provide a lot of jobs and a lot of financial earnings for the farmers and the people that are involved in the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here this morning. It was a very, very, very informative discussion this morning as it relates to marijuana. Thank you guys so much on the live for being with us, for joining us, for educating yourselves. To those who called, thank you so much for your contribution. And to JD, thanks so much for giving us a brief rundown as it relates to backyard gardening, its benefits, and so forth. Tomorrow is the extension. However, I would be with you guys up until 9. I'm not sure if Igwe would be able to get his guest to come in to take you guys all the way to 11:30, but nevertheless, tomorrow is another day. Have yourselves a blessed, productive, and positive day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, God's will.
Okay, bye-bye.
Later.
Yeah.
This is Nightclub, Plains in St. Patrick. And ladies, this year we're treating you extra special. It's $500 cash for the eldest